Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including we asked and you told us what are the best streaming players out there in the market. We'll break that all down. Is it Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Google TV, and more? We'll break down the first place, and the battle for second place is probably the most interesting. We'll take a look at it. Amazon's also going to get some help from SpaceX, or did get some help, I should say, there to get their new home internet service launched. We'll break down what's happening and when you can expect to get a internet service from Amazon, and the new Alexa Plus, the web version of it, and the one that will go on your Fire TVs and other devices for your voice commands. We'll tell you what's happening with it and more in a quick second. First though, if you're new here, you can always read every story we talk about in the show notes. You'll find a link there to each one so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. Leave me a comment, let me know. I'll love to hear from you. And if you like what we do here and you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Do one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. With that said, let's dive into it. We asked you guys and ladies, I'm from Midwest, we say guys on everything, I apologize, but we asked you what you think is the best streaming players for cord cutters, and not surprisingly, Roku once again came in first place with 55% of you, over half, voting Roku as the best streaming player. Now, interestingly, the battle really is in second place. A lot of people picked Roku though because they said a large selection of apps, the ease of usability. A lot of people, while some people complain it looks too simple, it's not refined. A lot of people like the super simple nature of Roku. Launched apps, just put everything up front there with it. Those were some of the main ones there. And finally, one of the main comments I saw was price point came up. A lot of people liked how cheap Roku's were. In second place was Apple TV. Now you go from 55% for Roku down to 17% for Apple TV with that. Now they do have the new Apple TV reportedly launching this year. We'll keep an eye on it. But the Apple TV 4K currently comes in about $129, which is a lot more compared to Roku's budget $29, $39 kind of dollar price point range, and many of their streaming players for 4K starting off with. But a lot of people liked how it synced with their iPhone. They also liked the refined nature of the Apple TV. And a lot of people cited the reduced number of ads on the home screen with it. In third place, just behind Apple TV, was Fire TVs. A lot of people loved how it integrated with their Amazon purchases and content there. They liked the cheap price point. Again, like Roku, price point seemed to come up a lot when it comes to streaming players. People looking for cheap options. And they liked the built-in Alexa voice control to launch and control different apps with it. And in fourth place, Google TV at 10% of the market. Google TV has been growing though. I've been seeing steady competition from Google TV growing there. A lot of people like the flexibility of it. And again, if you're like a heavy Google user, use YouTube, YouTube TV, the integration of that both with the voice control and in the app received high price points, as did some of the cheaper options. Notably though, a lot of people did not mention the new $100 or whatever it is Google TV streamer, the Google 4K streamer, whatever they call it. They were very interested in the new Walmart on brand Google TVs, where the Pro is about $50, but they have a new Plus version that a lot of people like. That's cheaper. It's very powerful. Let me know, does this line up with your thoughts? There was the remaining percentage was of 3% was for other streaming players, but leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this list. And do you agree with the reasoning behind it? All right, next up, Amazon's new home internet service. They're building this by launching new satellites into low Earth orbit and to build out a constellation of internet, no matter where you are, up to, they say, 1 gig. And while price points have not been announced, they promise a very aggressive pricing. And it sounds like they're targeting SpaceX's Starlink to be a little cheaper than they are. Well, interestingly, yesterday, SpaceX helped Amazon get their satellites into space. Amazon has been struggling to get satellites into space due to some issues with its launch partners. Now, with this, they yesterday launched 24 Kuiper satellites, and these satellites will join some already in space to slowly build out a network to offer internet service. It's unsure if they're going to reach the originally announced date of sometime this year to start offering internet in limited areas, but I bet next year they will. Much like SpaceX's Starlink, it'll probably start in very limited areas within maybe the United States or other areas and slowly grow from there. We'll keep an eye on this, but Amazon, like Starlink, has a goal of offering internet everywhere, regardless of where you are. And it's interesting to see them using SpaceX to help make that a reality. Keep an eye on this. Once we know pricing and details and launch date, we'll have full coverage. But while some people in big cities may not care about this because you've got other options, rural Americans, nomads, people who like to hike and camp, Amazon promises a small portable dish with this also. We'll keep an eye on it, but I'm excited to get more competition to rural America. I think it's a good option for them. Next up, Amazon has reportedly, according to a report from the Washington Post, delayed the launch of Amazon's Alexa, which I believe was supposed to be the Alexa Plus, the new version on the web. Now, this was meant to take on like ChatGPT, Gork, Gemini, and all these other AI programs where you can go on a website, ask questions, and get answers in text. And if you're a college student, write college papers probably, it seems like some days. A lot of them do that. But originally it was supposed to happen, I think, in June, and then this month. And now, according to reports from the Washington Post, internal documents say this will now not happen until after the July 31st target date. No exact idea when this happens. I've been on a wait list for the new Alexa Plus. I definitely want to test it out. We have quite a few Alexas around our home. We mostly use them to play music and different things. I do have a 21-inch show in my kitchen that we use as a TV / music station for in the kitchen when you're cooking or wherever. Turn on the TV, watch a YouTube video, play something, or just listen to some music. I do like it though. I'll be honest, I am a big fan of smart speakers. I really enjoy getting up and so I'm getting ready to say, hey, what's the weather? Play my news brief and different things. Do you? Leave me a comment, let me know. Once we get Alexa Plus, I'll make sure to do a full review of it. It'll be interesting to see how it integrates into the Fire TV. All right, Comcast is going to pay $3.6 million to sell a complaint, a lawsuit, I should say, that Peacock subscribers were unfairly, justly made difficult to cancel, basically. Now, this came from the state of California, and with this, Los Angeles County filed a lawsuit saying that Peacock was too difficult to cancel with this. Now, Comcast agreed to sell this, and NBC Universal will pay $3.6 million. You're not getting any of this. Guess who's getting it? The county is. The county of Los Angeles will get this money and reportedly use it to help enforce consumer protections with it. So unfortunately, nothing coming back to the consumer, but Los Angeles County will have more money to enforce consumer protections with this deal. Really, no, I haven't read the details of this, but it sounds like there may not be any admittance of any issues. This could be one of those things where Comcast says $3.6 million is cheaper than fighting this in court. If you're a fan of NBA, there's reportedly a new streaming service coming. Now, we've heard rumors of this NBA wanting to launch a national streaming option where you could get all your local market games nationally, no matter where you lived, through this. Now, the Sports Business Journal reported from Tom Friend that in the 2027-2028 season, so not this season, not next season, the season after, so 2 seasons from now, they will be launching this new service, and you'll be able to watch every team, no matter if you're in market, out of market, all that fun stuff through this. Now, NBA has extended its partnership with many RSNs, FanDuel in particular, through next season, but it sounds like maybe the NBA may not renew with them after that, which raises questions about the future of FanDuel Sports. You're ready for another round of that. I was very surprised that they survived bankruptcy. I thought a few times during this process they were pretty much done for, but for now, NBA is going to keep working with them for a couple more seasons, this fall and next fall. But then after that, the future is very much in doubt on what the future of RSNs are. If the NBA pulls out, that really just leaves MLB and NHL, and already MLB has talked about wanting to do the same thing, take all their in-market game broadcasts in-house on their own streaming service. We'll see. You would still have national games, and I'm assuming you would still need a national provider to watch national games, but regional games could become a little bit easier to watch thanks to this deal. All right, deal of the day. All right, you ready for this? YouTube TV has quietly extended its 5-month discount for new customers. If you've been thinking about getting it, you can get YouTube TV for just $67.99 a month for the first 5 months for new customers. A link in the show notes if you want to qualify. A lot of catches with this. You have to be a new customer with it. Lincoln, I apologize. I just accidentally bumped the play this button or read it button when I did not mean to. But good news there. Check it out. Lots of deals with that. And lastly, 24 years ago this week, Jurassic Park 3 came to theaters. The third and for a while the last film in the Jurassic Park series came out. Any fans of it? I'll be honest, I love the original. Kind of lost it. I don't think I ever watched the third one in movie theaters. Did I miss it? Do I need to go back and watch this? I don't think I have. Let me know. I'll be honest though, the Jurassic World series, I watched the first one. Also, between multiple kids, work, all that stuff. Hey, you all know what I'm talking about when you have young kids, teenage kids. It feels like your life busy when they're young, gets a little quieter, and now that they're teenagers, suddenly you're a full-time chauffeur going everywhere. But should I go check this out? But let me know. Does it surprise you? 24 years ago, Jurassic Park 3 hit theaters. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. We would really appreciate your support. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.